Welcome to Friday Night Football. I'm Aaron Nilsson.
I'm Demi Soto.
Yes, Demi.
Man, nice to be in a warm building.
It is very cold out there. And tonight we got a lot of highlights. We got Crater taking on #1 Jesuit. We got South Medford, Grants Pass,
North Medford.
Yeah. We have a lot. We got to get right to it, but let's go to it. Game of the week. Exciting atmosphere here with the University of Oregon band paying a visit on their way back from Stanford. North Medford ready for their first home playoff game this season, taking on the Reynolds Raiders.
Yeah, right out of the gate, the first score of the game, put them up 7-0. North fell kind of short. I mean, really quick, came out of the gate. They weren't doing so well, and Reynolds takes the early lead, puts them up 7-0. But then after that, Nick Janakis comes in there, plays copycat, and in he goes, in for the score, and he had 3 on the night, tied it at 7, and then a handoff here, Kenyon Flynn, big runner for the Raiders, and he makes his way, breaking black tornado tackles, and scores, does the somersault, adding some salt in the wound on that one, and we had ourselves a game. And then Janakis says, anything you can do, I can do better. Here he comes back again. Second TD of the night. He had over 100 yards, about 130 yards altogether, and the Tornado take a 14-13 lead, and they wouldn't relinquish that on their way to a 49-27 win. Great game.
Great win.
You were there.
Great game. I was.
It was great seeing the Oregon band too. Man, what a presence they had.
Yeah, it really affected the atmosphere to make it so unique. It's not something you usually have at a high school game.
Yeah, when the band played, it's like da-da, they were there. It was great.
Well, we're going now to the Grants Pass, Westview at Grants Pass.
And Grants Pass, coming out of the Southwest Conference again, hoping to get a win on the board. And, great game here, Westview from up in the Portland metro area. The Wildcats, and there's, Grants Pass going in for the early score. And again, Grants Pass, very effective running game as we saw all year. Great quarterback, great running game, breaking tackles, down the score. Again, Grants Pass crowd just going crazy. And again, Grants Pass went on to this one. Big win here, big run at the end. Grants Pass moves on to the next round of the OSAA playoffs with the big victory, and so another Southwest Conference team lives to see another day.
The Grants Pass doing really great this year, continuing that.
Roundup Grants Pass final score 54-7, that's right.
Yeah,
so big one there.
Great stuff from then. Well, let's go ahead and move on to South Medford now at Lakeridge. Southridge against Lakeridge right here. The Pacers came out strong and fast. Quarterback Eric Dungy with this run for the first touchdown of the match. 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. South's Craig Contreras with a short throw. First down here. Nice catch, David Garcia. But the Pacers didn't let the Panthers get that far. South choosing to go for a field goal at 25-plus yards out. It's good, 7-3. Lakeridge leading with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Pacers were resilient. Their line not letting any Panthers through, and again, their quarterback would find a way to the corner of the end zone. The Pacers and South Medford's run for state glory, 30-17 in that one.
Yeah, so South Medford, great season. They really battled because all year long they fought the injury bug. I mean, as you know, with Joe here, all year long they were just under the gun with a lot of injuries, but pulled it out, got into the playoffs. Good for Coach Singler and his team. Congratulations on keeping up a good year.
They got in, and unfortunately they couldn't do any more of that.
Yeah.
Well, here's a roundup of the other Southwest teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, Roseburg falls tonight, and will this be the end for Thurman Bell? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see this guessing game. There it is. Sheldon comes back, and big win for them, 56-28 over Lincoln. Other teams around the Midwestern Conference teams we're going to be talking about as well is Churchill lost in the Sherwood Forest, big time there, 55-0. Took an arrow right in the head.
They got lost, but they found a goose egg.
Yeah, that's right.
Marist loses to Roosevelt by a field goal, 38-35. And Springfield blasting Franklin 70-20.
Must have had a lot of three-pointers on that one, shooting from the outside the arc.
So a lot of three-pointers,
so
5-pointers too.
Yeah.
That'll be later. We got more highlights from Crater at Jesuit, Ashland, and more straight ahead on Friday Night Football News on News 10. Welcome back. We have a mouthful, so let's get right to it.
Packed night.
Here late in the first half, Jesuit was already up 35-14. Just before the half, Chase Morrison scores his fourth TD of the night, makes it 42-14. Crusaders at halftime. Third quarter, Jesuit again. Jason Talley 5-yard run, 49-14 over Crater now. Morrison breaking away for a 63-yard touchdown, his fifth of the night, making it 56-14. And later now we have a Crater TD. They only had 3 of them, but 16-yard TD pass from Ty Fox to Corey Bennett makes it 56-21. Crater's season will end up, well, ending on this note, 56-21. Jesuit taking it for their 6th straight win to end the season and continue on to the playoffs, taking out Crater.
Yeah, well, big game down in Ashland. Frigid temperatures in Grizzly country tonight, but Ashland having no problems heating up on offense, that's for sure. Pendleton trying to slow down the Grizzlies in the first, but no luck. Daniel White completing a pass to Matt Hedges for the 40-yard gain. Ashland up 20-0. Look at him go there. And there's the big gain for them. Ashland's ball still here in the first. White rolls out and passes to Mason Montgomery for the dash and diving score. And Ashland goes up 27-0, just rolling. Moving into the second now, Ashland in the red zone. White looking to find an open Parker Layton for the Ashland TD, and they go up now 34-0. But Pendleton answering back on the offense in the second. Chan McCoy hands off to Keanu Walker, who barrels his way in for the score. Pendleton makes it coming back 34-7. Ashland coming back on offense now. White dropping back, launching one deep to Shashish Penn, who tight ropes his way in for the score. Ashland wins this one and wins it big, 54-9. We'll be talking with some of the Ashland crew here in just a moment.
It's a real great game for them. Another one that our own Dave Orange made it to up there, Henley at Banks. So he got his little trip in with the family up to Portland and got to check out 2 playoff games.
Looked like it was a cold night out there, but some great action. Henley coming into that game there, they were the 13th ranked in the power rankings at 7-3, taking on number 5 Banks. They go on in this one and pull off the big victory, 28-19. And Henley on the road with the victory, and a big game for them tonight. The Hornets.
And they got
Rep in Southern Oregon.
More for you here. Pleasant Hill now at Cascade Christian, and we do have some challengers in studio as well.
That's right.
Very cold. Looked more like a locomotive, steam locomotive expo with all the steam out there.
Taking on the Billies,
Yes.
the Pleasant Hill Billies.
And it was already 42-7 at halftime. The challengers making them look like goats. They'll pick up in the third quarter a short run gain. They try to get something going. QB sneak here, and now an interception.
Nice defense there. Nice hands on the ball.
Stephen Joffer bringing that one down. Leads to a touchdown catch by Dalton Palmer. Makes it 56-7, and Cascade finishes it out, winning by that same score.
And Coach Getman and the crew doing a great job. They win that one 56-7. So we got double action in the studio tonight. We're going to see how the Skyline Conference teams did though tonight. Pelicans losing 41-40 at home in a heartbreaker to Central. Wow, tough one there.
And North Valley losing 41-12 to Ridgeview.
Yeah, so a couple of our local teams, South, Crater, North Valley, just